Lethal Company, a game that promised intense multiplayer horror. Thrilling unpredictability,
Hey. Hey.
and more than a few laughs along the way. It was a game that stormed onto the scene, gaining traction among streamers and players alike.
Damn, you're really hard bad at this, aren't you?
But as quickly as it rose, it seemed to fade just as fast. So what happened? How did a game with so much potential fizzle out? Today, we're diving deep into the rise and fall of Lethal Company to find out just exactly what went wrong. Lethal Company hit the market with a unique proposition. Multiplayer horror has always been a popular genre, but this game added a distinct flavor, the randomness.
Don't go in there.
You never knew what was going to happen next, and that unpredictability kept people coming back for more. Streamers and content creators were loving it. Channels across Twitch and YouTube were buzzing with Lethal Company clips.
This seems like a terrible
Open
idea.
this door, I'm gonna sprint. I'm gonna sprint.
Okay, go.
This seems such a bad idea.
From terrifying encounters to pure chaos in the form of friendly fire. The game's potential seemed limitless, and for a while, it looked like it was here to stay. So what exactly made Lethal Company such a hit? Well, for starters, it had this incredible balance between horror and humor. You'd be tiptoeing through an abandoned warehouse,
Okay, I'll let you know, Jeremy. If I watch my first Saw movie, I will report back.
The first one's definitely worth watching for sure.
your heart pounding, only for a teammate to screw up.
Gotcha. I'm 6.
It was the kind of game that was unpredictable, making each session feel fresh and exciting. Adding to the fact that it's multiplayer, when you were with friends, that tension just ramped up, and the stakes felt much higher. Plus, it had this indie charm that made it stand out. I mean, the graphics weren't AAA, but they didn't need to be. The suspense and the random nature of the game kept the players hooked. But no game is without flaws, and Lethal Company was unfortunately no exception. So where exactly did things go wrong? Well, a big part of it comes down to communication, or rather, the lack of it. The developer behind Lethal Company, Zeekers, struggled with keeping up and only made 3 updates with the first half of 2024, 2 of them not even being major updates. As bugs and lacks of updates continued, the community's patience ran thin. Streamers who once played Lethal Company regularly started moving on to other games. Content creators who had driven the game's popularity were no longer making videos on it. Even on social media, discussions around Lethal Company shifted, and reviews began reflecting that sentiment. So, could Lethal Company have been saved? Well, absolutely. The game had all the potential in the world, but it needed more attention. Regular updates to keep the gameplay fresh, and faster bug fixes could have kept the players invested. We've seen plenty of games make comebacks after rocky starts, so it's not impossible. Where does Lethal Company stand now? Well, it's not completely dead, but it's definitely a shadow of its former self. There's still a small and loyal community that plays it, but it's far from the massive hype it had at one point. In the end, Lethal Company will be remembered as a game that had everything it needed to succeed, except for the follow through. If you'd like to see more videos just like this one, please hit the subscribe button and I'll be sure to deliver on my next video.